stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, or the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave, or the land of the free and the home of the brave. Karate Championships.
At a prestigious event like the Diamond Nationals, you can always feel the energy in the room. And what a way to get it started with Team Infinity, one of the great programs in the history of team demonstration. The synchronization and choreography of the hand combinations is unmatched. Seamless transitions with the tricking. For those of you that are new to sport martial arts, tricking is a combination of acrobatics and martial arts techniques, and you're going to see a lot of those extreme techniques on stage here tonight. Now we've got a trio coming out with the kamas, a small weapon with blades on the ends. Beautiful transition between the athletes. Front and center right now with the kamas, you see 2019 CMX Weapons Men's Diamond Ring winner, Alex Riggs. One of the leaders of this team. And now Mike Welch's specialty, the bow, coming out. Nice under the leg, behind the back, wrapping around the body into synchronized 720 catches. And now another diamond ring winner, Will Nevitt, tricking to the front of the ring. A little bit of teamwork going into the tricking combination. Now coming across the front of your screen, Noel Jellison. Now there's the leading man, Mike Welch, front and center. Another bow section coming out. Be looking for a big transition, throwing the bows in between the athletes. That's one of the Team Infinity trademarks. They go for the synchronized 720s. Again, just so much creativity in between the transitions, moving from weapons to open hand to the tricking, all so seamless. It's why this team is one of the best in the history of this division. And there's the creativity once again. And an electrifying performance from Team Infinity as the crowd goes wild here in Minnesota. What a way to start the night. They are your team demonstration champions from the Diamond Nationals. They beat out the other teams in the eliminations and doing a demo for us here tonight.
Mr. Willis, how many years have you guys worked for the Diamond Nationals? 12 years. 12-time winner on stage.
And for over a decade, Team Infinity has dominated the team demonstration division. And for those of you who are just tuning in, if you like what you just saw, make sure you're copy and pasting that Uventex TV link. Get all your friends and family to watch.
Since that historic beginning, the world's absolute best martial arts athletes have come to Minnesota and have competed to claim the coveted Diamond Ring champion rings. Listed in your programs, the Diamond Ring winners read like a who's who for all your support. You are the best. And finally, we thank all the competitors, all of you from local schools.
Promoter John Worley introducing Christine Bannon Rodriguez to the stage as this year's Ken Eubanks Award recipient, one of the highest honors in sport karate, paying tribute to the great promoter of the Bluegrass Nationals, the Chief, Ken Eubanks. Now coming to the stage, co-founder of Team Paul Mitchell, Steve Babcock, as this year's Diamond Nationals Hall of Fame inductee. Paying respect to all of his contributions to the world of sport karate. Was a great point fighter in his day. Founder of Team Paul Mitchell and an executive of the team to this day. And we will have another award presentation as Joey Castro takes the stage to be awarded the Senior Diamond Ring for the 30-plus division. He beat out all of the other competitors with his traditional kata, going up against extreme weapons forms, traditional weapons forms, all forms and weapons competitors in that division against one another. Now they're inviting Yoskar Gamez of Team Legend to the stage to receive his diamond ring for winning the senior fighting title. And it seems that Yoskar Gamez has not made it to the beginning of the show, so President Larry Carnahan jokes that maybe that ring is still up for grabs. The Senior Grand Championships were ran off during the daytime, so this is an opportunity to recognize those athletes on stage. And you will be seeing Joey Castro later on tonight as he competes in the 18 to 29 division for another diamond ring. And if there are any athletes for Team Legend in the finals tonight, I can guarantee you that this crowd will get raucous. They always bring a huge cheering section for their competitors. Great supporters of the sport karate community. Being recognized as the winner of the women's senior point fighting division, and a quick photo opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, we're doing a few award presentations to get the show going. And very soon there will be world-class competitive martial arts action. And now Brian Rodriguez of Team Diamond G3 receiving his diamond ring for winning the 30-plus title. Yoscar Gomez won the 40-plus age group. Brian Rodriguez, the 30-plus. And judging by the uniform, we may be seeing him again on stage tonight to fight for another title. And now we have Esteban Tremblay and Ben Jones coming to the stage. Team Paul Mitchell won both the weapons and forms synchronized titles. And we're just going to see these athletes put on a show because everybody's on the same team who made it to the finals. Two of the top bow competitors in the world today. A little bit of teamwork, spinning one bow on the other. Circus across the ring to Esteban. And now Ben is going to stay up there as his teammate Dawson Holt takes the stage. And now the Forms champions are going to show off a little bit. Ben Jones, a multi-talented competitor competing in both the weapons and forms synchronized divisions. He's now joined by Dawson Holt. These two have a lot of their choreography inspired by great Team Paul Mitchell sync teams of the past, including Steve Terrata and Rudy Raynon. And it might get interesting here as Esteban Tremblay joins the last section of their routine. And a great display of teamwork as Team Paul Mitchell rocks the house as your synchronized champions. Esteban Tremblay from Blainville, Quebec, Canada. Dawson Holt of Lebanon, Tennessee, and Ben Jones of Aiken, South Carolina. All three of them, once members of Team Competitive Edge, got the call up to join the prestigious Team Paul Mitchell this year. And they're joined on stage by Julie Sowald, longtime member of the Paul Mitchell family. And the boys are still posing, not realizing that the photo op is over. They want one more picture. Gotta love those guys. Steve Babcock with some stage side high fives. And there's a little bit of confusion. So Isabella Nicoli is taking the stage to be presented with her award as the 13 and under girls forms overall grand championship winner. She won both the CMX, which stands for Creative, Musical, and Extreme, as well as the traditional titles. And there comes Mr. Larry Carnahan. And a little bit of a demonstration, but Isabella wants to preserve her energy for the weapons final coming up later. A great display of dominance in the forms divisions, showing the ability to win with both the extreme and the traditional. And that's one thing that's amazing about so many of these extreme athletes that you're going to see on stage here tonight, is that all of them have traditional martial arts training to get to that point, and they chose to add the extreme elements on top of it. So every single competitor, regardless of if they're doing something flashy or doing something more practical, they all have traditional martial arts training. That's one of the beautiful things about this sport, is that you get to see the traditional, you get to see the extreme, you get to see people square off in the point fighting. It truly encompasses so many different elements of the martial arts. and it is simply a beautiful sport. Wasim Driddy of Team Competitive Edge, taking the stage for the 1300 boys forms overall grand championship.
Yeah, most of the people have black belts.
So it's like 1,300 films, 1,300 boys.
All of them on this stage have black belts.
No, this is Wasim. That's going to be right there. Okay, that's true.
Wasim Driddy, training out of Eric and Manon Tremblay's school in Quebec, Canada. Of course, the home of world champion Esteban Tremblay, who you just saw with the Paul Mitchell synchronized teams. A lot of power in this traditional Japanese kata. And one of the challenges for the judges in this division will be comparing the power and grace of a traditional kata to the difficulty and performance value of an extreme form that Wasim is competing against. You can hear the movements on the stage, the snap of his uniform to show the power. And a solid performance of Anandai by Wasim Driddy of Team Competitive Edge. And his opponent, Judah Sagawa of Team Freestyle out of San Diego, California, under the tutelage of Will Jackson. Judah, one of the top-ranked CMX Forms competitors in the world in this age division, taking the stage with some swagger. And look out for a big opening move to get things started. Touchdown raise. Cork, cork. 3 swing throughs, 4 swing through corks. And the crowd is alive here in Minnesota. One thing that impresses me so much about Judah is watch when he gets into this opening hand combination. Not only does he have the tricking, but look at the basics, the extension on the hand techniques, complementing it with some nice stances, and then right back into the tricking. Cartwheel double full to the knee. Very high level of difficulty. Setting up for the last pass of his form. Some clean hands coming back to the front and a strong finish with the Webster. Stomps the stage and a signature fist in the air for Judah Sagawa. We will now go to the judges for scoring.
Wait a minute, here we go. 998, 998, 998, 998, MC, 998, 998, and 998 for Wasim Driddy.
And it is 9.98 across the board for Wasim Driddy. 9.98 is the typical score for a second place finish. Judges reserve 9.99 and 10s for the winner. And it is 9.99 across the board for a unanimous decision victory for Judah Sagawa.
Judah Sagawa.
And Judah Sagawa, who has been on the wrong end of several 4-3 judge splits this year, he breaks through at one of the most prestigious tournaments in the world. He is your Diamond Nationals champion. What a show. And now we will move from some forms and weapons competition to point fighting, the women's team sparring competition. This is a game of speed and technique. Whichever athlete can land the cleanest technique first, whoever gets there first will score the points. Points are determined by a majority of judges. All hand techniques score 1 point, all kicking techniques score 2 points. Unless you see an athlete jump into the air, spin around, and kick somebody in the head, that is a 3-point technique. Competitors can also be awarded points if their opponent has a penalty. That can include running from the fight, exiting the ring. And our judges getting in position in preparation for these Lady Warriors to take the stage. And this will be a matchup between Team Revolution, head coach Canel Lovelace being coached for this fighting division by Kyle Reed. They have Jimena Hañero and Peyton Fender. And a hybrid team on the other side, Beatrice Garcia of Team Legend, teaming up with Mouse Milner of Team CBR, which stands for Christine Bannon Rodriguez, that team's head coach. They are fighting as Team Legend with the legend himself, Tony Hamsani, coming to the stage to coach. We will see Jimena Hañero of Team Revolution later in the evening, competing for the women's point fighting diamond ring by herself. Hey, Dad, that's not how you say it. In the first matchup, we've got Peyton Fender in the green and white, Mouse Milner in the black and red. Milner jumps out to an early 1-0 lead. Fender just returning from the Bristol Open, where she fought for the virtual Fight Tour team fight there, and she scores on the reverse punch. Huge hook kick from Peyton Fender. That was beautiful. 2-point advantage for Revolution. Milner with the leg up. Fender deflects with a kick of her own. And Milner scores once again, 3-2 Revolution. Clean reverse punch down the pipe from Fender. Fender looking for that hook kick again. Now circling the outside. Reverse punch, Fender. Do they score it? No call. Excuse me, that was a judging mistake. They do go 1 point to Fender. Milner on the attack. She lands first. Revolution leads 5-3. Fender reverse punch, but the kick landed. Milner scores on the kick. We are knotted at 5 apiece. Fender answers, reverse punch. Fender wants that hook kick again. Milner working kicks of her own. Reverse punch from Fender. That reverse punch is automatic. Revolution up 7-5. Fender working the leg, but the hands of Milner got in. Milner tries to get the kick in, but Fender comes through with the hands. Maintaining the 2-point lead. 8-6 Revolution. Fender over the top. She scores again on the back fist. Milner follows up the kicks beautifully with the back fist. And the first round ends. Revolution leads 9-7. An exciting, high-scoring round. Head coach Canel Lovelace slapping the stage, telling Jimena Hiniero this is her time, this is her moment to assert her dominance. She will try to do just that with a 2-point advantage, facing Beatriz Garcia of Team Legend. Hiniero representing Revolution in the green and white, Garcia in the gray and black. Garcia kicks the glove, no call. Hiniero, the smaller fighter, working the outside. Beautiful movement and evasion, but she can't evade forever. Garcia lands the back fist. Hiniero, reverse punch, do they call it? No. Hiniero, defensive side kick is blocked. Hiniero, reverse punch. 10-8 Revolution. Hiniero on the defensive. Garcia scores again. 1-point advantage Revolution. Hiniero on the blitz. Scores again. Defensive side kick. Did it get in? It got in. They call 2 points for Hiniero. Revolution up 4. Big wrench hand from Hiniero. But her back foot was out of bounds. They don't call it. Hiniero with the movement trying to set up the attack. She scores again. Revolution pulling away up 6. Make it 5 as Garcia scores. 40 seconds left in the match. Hiniero scores again. Hiniero working the outside. That's the defensive movement that Revolution needs to hold on to this lead. Reverse punch, Hiniero. Garcia to the ground. 20 seconds remaining. Under 15 seconds. And Hiniero is still pulling it on. Revolution pulling away. And as time expires, Team Revolution pulls away at the end. The dynamic duo of Peyton Fender and Jimena Hiniero are victorious in Minneapolis. And that was one of the most exciting women's point fighting finals that we have seen all year. You got to give it up for these ladies. What an incredible performance on both sides. Excellent matchups. And Team Revolution will celebrate tonight. Presenting the award, one of the great coaches in the history of point fighting, Team Straight Up's own Joe Greenhall. And we have 2 hybrid teams on stage. Team Straight Up to your right is 2 straight up fighters. and they are joined by a top 10 USA fighter. Then on the left side of your screen, a hybrid featuring 2 fighters from Team Legend, 2 fighters from the newly merged Team Uventex KTOC. And our first fighters up will be fighters from the same weight class. Brandon Ballou for straight up in the white helmet, Christian Rivas in the black helmet for Team Legend. These two fought earlier for first place in the middleweight 180-pound division. Christian Rivas came out on top in that matchup. Ballou looking for revenge, fadeaway back fist. Rivas scores on the blitz. Rivas, reverse punch, automatic. The punch of Rivas is his best weapon, always looking to set up that blitz. Ballou takes off, and he scores on the blitz. 2-1 Team Legend. Fadeaway back fist, Ballou. Not enough on either side. Rivas working the fakes. Takes off. He took off from pretty far away, but he landed another point for Legend. Rivas takes off again. Fadeaway back fist scores from Ballou. These two opponents know each other well. Ballou goes for the kick to the head. Doesn't quite score. Ballou tries to slip the side kick in, but it didn't extend. The hands of Rivas win. Ballou hesitates. Rivas capitalizes. 5-2 Legend. Ballou takes off and scores. Closes the gap. Team Legend and Uventex KTOC, the hybrid team, they lead straight up. Last score 5-3 going into the second round. Legend will send out next. Tony Amsani making a decision. And it is Oscar Garcia of Team Legend taking on Tyreek Saint of Top 10 Team USA, joining Team Straight Up just for this event. Watch the incredible speed of Tyreek Saint. Right on cue, he takes off for the back fist. Saint takes off again. He's too fast, and just like that, it's knotted at 5. Tyreek Saint, a student of Troy Binns. And Saint scores again. Tyreek Saint turning the tide of this match. He takes off again, and he scores again. Right off the line, Saint exploding. Straight up 3 now, 5-point swing. Huge side kick right in the mouth from Saint to Garcia. What a highlight. And Tyreek Saint is out of his mind right now. He's got Team Straight up 11-5. Saint, defensive this time, reverse punch, scores. Saint slowing the pace now that he's got the lead. Playing more defensively, he takes off again. And they score his direction one more time. And this team fight has been blown wide open by Tyreek Saint. Tyreek Saint gets the spread on the round, a 10-point spread. That is the point fighting equivalent of Mercy Rule. And that is one of the great individual performances in a team fight that I have seen in a long time. And now things looking grim for Impex KTOC, a 10-point deficit with arguably the best lightweight in the world, Bailey Murphy, for Team Straight Up on the mat. Up against Hector Solori, Murphy scores. And when Murphy gets comfortable, look for the highlights. And you could hear that back fist from here. Murphy connects clean. Be real on the attack, but Hector scores defensively. Murphy making it look easy with the blitz. Straight Up leads 18-7. Another nice takeoff from Bailey Murphy. We have a medic timeout. Looks like maybe an eye poke or a contact lens issue. When we resume from this stoppage, 1 minute left in the match. Commanding 12-point lead for Straight Up. Again, want to give a shout out to Top 10 Team USA, the sponsor of Tyreek Saint. And this is something that you see commonly at these big tournaments. Different teams mixing different fighters together to create these hybrid teams to give themselves the best chance to take home that prize money. And the action is back. And there's Murphy fishing for the highlight. And gets a little flat-footed there. And now Solori trying a little bit of a highlight on the spinning technique. 30 seconds to fight. 11-point advantage for Straight Up. Make it 12 after the blitz from Bailey Murphy. Another takeoff for Murphy. And yet another point for Straight Up. Murphy takes off again, diving in for the blitz, scores. Murphy takes off for a final blitz. There is no call on the exchange. And thanks to a massive run from Tyreek Saint, and then Bailey Murphy finishing the job on cruise control, Team Straight Up / Top 10 Team USA takes home a dominant victory in the men's team fighting division. And the athletes gather at center stage for a photo opportunity. Big smile on the face of Coach Joe Greenhall. Both of these athletes representing Team Infinity. Sofia Rodriguez Flores to the stage first, otherwise known as Pia. She will be performing a traditional kata. Training out of the renowned Kinsekan Dojo in Miami under Sensei Robert Young. This division will be another comparison of the traditional versus the extreme. Looks like Pia electing to perform Unsu, a form that we don't always see her use in the finals. Maybe a new kata she's working on. One thing that's so impressive about Sophia is the grace with which she performs her kata, but also bringing the power as she stomps into those stance transitions. You hear the snap of the uniform as she strikes. Another beautiful stance. And you know that a kata is good when a pause in kiai gives you an eruption from the crowd like that. Nice jump technique with a clean landing. Sophia in the closing moments of her form. And an absolutely beautiful performance from Sofia Rodriguez Flores. And an embrace with her teammate Alice Gross, as Alice will perform an extreme performance. Earlier this evening in the 1300 boys division, we saw an extreme form beat out traditional. Will this be the same story? Or will Sofia Rodriguez Flores be able to overcome the form that Alice Gross is about to present? Some words of encouragement from her father, Jerry, from ringside. And now Alice enters the ring with some swagger. The crowd getting into it, clapping to the beat of her music. Beautiful double full. And a smile on her face as she gets going. Here's the opening hand combination. And setting up the next trick pass. Tornado carries through. Touchdown raise into the cork. Mixing in some basic kicking as well with the twist kick side kick combination. And really getting the crowd into it as she sets up a full twist with another clean landing. This is the home stretch. And a Webster to the knee will close out the form for Alice Gross. And I've got a feeling this one's going to be close. High-level performances from both athletes. And it sounds like 5 9.99s for Sophia. And on a 7-judge panel, that is a 5-2 split in favor of the traditionalist this time. Sophia Rodriguez Flores is your overall grand champion. What an exciting division. Chants of Pia rang out through the crowd. And from the girls, we pivot to the boys. This is the boys 14-17 overall Forbes Grand Championship. First to the stage, Sebastian Villanueva of Laredo, Texas. He was recruited to Team Paul Mitchell this year as the youngest point fighter to ever be selected for Team Paul Mitchell. And tonight, on stage for traditional kata. What a story. He'll be performing the kata Ohandai. If you follow sport karate regularly, you may know Ohandai as a form that many would consider to be Mason Stowell's ace. Powerful start for Sebastian. And Villanueva already proving he is not just a point fighter. He can throw down a solid kata as well. He won his age division's open weight point fighting title. Beautiful balance there from Villanueva. Holding that low squatted stance, difficult to do at the end of a routine when your legs are so burned out. And nicely done for Sebastian Villanueva of Team Paul Mitchell.
Next up, from Houston, Texas,
And his opponent, also hailing from Texas, this time Houston, Philip Brumet of Team Competitive Edge. He will be performing a creative form tonight. The creative division places some limitations on inversions and rotations during tricking, which makes it all that much more impressive that Brumet advanced all the way to the final coming from the creative forms division. Looking to finish the job with an overall grand championship here. crowd has grown quiet with anticipation. Brume, one of the great showmen in the sport right now, brings so much intensity to his forms. Some choreographed beats to the music, building suspense, and here we go. Clean opening hand combo from Brume into the tricking. Tornado kick lands on both feet. Illusion touches the ground on the back sweep to keep it legal, and another illusion to split. Reverse dive roll, setting up the corner pass. Nice couple of wushu butterflies. Beautiful jumping front kick, one of the best in the game. And a 540 to knee will finish it out for Philip Brume. Lots of energy from the crowd, turns around to show off the Competitive Edge logo. And it is all going to come down to the judges.
Our judges will be scoring Sebastian and Philip. 998, 998, 9498, 998, 9498, 998, 998. For Sebastian
And Villanueva gets 9.98 across the board, which means that Philip Brume, by unanimous decision, is your overall grand champion in the 14 to 17 boys forms category, and embraced by the two Texas natives. And what a huge win for Philip Brume.
for the newest NASKA World Tournament, the California Martial Arts Championships down in Roswell, Texas, coming up in March.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't look away. We have our first adult forms and weapons final of the evening. This is the women's weapons final for the Diamond Ring. The defending champion in women's weapons, Haley Glass, who is in this division tonight. Now on stage from Team Competitive Edge, Eden Williams. Winner of the Creative Bladed division, she'll be performing the kamas. Her game heavily influenced by Cole Presley. Look for this to be a release-heavy form. Opening cut combination so far so good. Nice little switch hand release as she holds one kama under the elbow. A few more releases on the end of the combo. Another one with the over the head catch during the strike. And the crowd is starting to wake up a little bit. Over the shoulder with a clean catch. double release, turning into the front kick. Looks like she may be setting up the last couple of tricks of the routine. Inverted catch. She's got the combos together, spins one on the other, Rudy Raynon style. And Edith Williams gets things going in the women's weapons final. Very solid performance. And now on stage, we have the defending Women's Weapons Diamond Nationals champion. She took home the ring last year. Last year, she did it with her extreme kama performance. This year, she's trying to repeat with the traditional sword. Haley Glass, the powerhouse of the women's division in both forms and weapons. There'll be a lot of intensity in this traditional performance. Glass trying to avenge some losses in the creative musical and extreme eliminations. She wants to take home the title with traditional, would be quite the achievement. Easy to see the desire in the eyes of Glass. Traditional sword forms, you're going to be looking for how many times the competitor draws their sword to increase difficulty, but that will do it for Haley. Bulletproof Glass of Team Paul Mitchell trying to defend her diamond ring with that katana. On stage now, Lynn McGann Barclay of Canada, representing Team Revolution. Very consistent face on stage for these Chinese divisions. And because the Chinese styles of martial arts like Kung Fu are so dynamically different from what you see in the hard styles, they actually have their own division. And that's how she qualified for the finals, taking a win there. Mixing together some nice kicks with the fan manipulation. Little misstep as she tried to sink into that stance there.
Finish strong, dude. Come on.
Good performance from McGann Barclay. Next to the stage, representing Team AKA Sarah Campbell. Won a couple of overall grand championships already this year. This has been her breakout season on the circuit. Very high level of difficulty in this form. Multiple big release techniques with the bow. If she lands it, she could be hard to beat in this division. Sarah Campbell would love to put a signature stamp on this season with a huge win in this Diamond Ring final. A nod of the head shows that she's ready to go. Opening strike combo so far so good. Off the finger into the 360 catch. Whips behind the back. Huge 900, two spins, catch behind the back, and she nails it. Bow goes over the head. She catches it on the opposite side. She's at about the halfway point. .540 behind the head catch. That's a blind catch with an incredibly high level of difficulty. Signature move incoming to close the form. Off the elbow. She's got it. Sarah Campbell electrifies the crowd in Minneapolis, and she wants that diamond ring too. Goosebumps at the end of this division. A great women's weapons final. The commas of Eden Williams. The fan of Lynn McGann Barclay. The sword of Haley Glass. The bow of Sarah Campbell. Who will it be? 9.97s across the board for Eden Williams. That'll take her out of the running. This is where things could get interesting. And Haley Glass scores a majority 9.99s. So that is 5 9.99s for Haley Glass.
Lynn McGann Barclay, ready, score. 9.97, 997, 997.
And it'll be 9.97 across the board for McGann Barclay. And if Sarah Campbell's got a shot, she needs 10s here. And a majority 9.98s for Sarah Campbell. And on a 5-2 split, Haley Glass will defend her title as the Women's Weapons Diamond Ring winner, this time with traditional sword. The last competitor that I can remember able to win a diamond ring in the women's division with both CMX and traditional weapons goes back to Caitlin Deschelle, legend of Team Paul Mitchell. Haley Glass trying to follow in those footsteps. Award presentation by Paul Mitchell's own Coach Don Rodriguez and Christine Bannon Rodriguez. And the competitors will bow out. back-to-back weapons diamond rings for Haley Glass. Now we pivot to the men's traditional weapons diamond ring final. First to the stage, Dawson Holt of Team Paul Mitchell. His nickname is Mr. Clean for the cleanliness of his techniques, his stances, the cuts of his sword. Holt is the ultimate technician. Choosing to choreograph his traditional sword to music this evening. There's nothing like seeing the intensity in a hungry competitor's eyes. You can just feel how much Dawson Holt wants this. Mr. Clean living up to his name. Perfection thus far. Beautiful lines on those sword cuts. Seamless transitions between the stances. Showing some added difficulty with the reverse draw of the sword. As the music crescendos, Holt looking to bring this form to a close, and he does with one more intense ki. Mr. Clean himself.
Next up, Donovan Gale.
Coming to the stage next, winner of the Chinese weapons division with the whip chain, Donovan Gale. Representing Revolution Martial Arts. The whip chain, always a crowd favorite, and you're about to find out why. And right on cue, some woos from the crowd as soon as the whip chain comes out. Here the judges are looking for consistent flow from one motion to the next. The motion of that chain should not be interrupted anytime that it's not intentional, like that around the waist. And this is a signature move for any whip chain competitor. Slinging the whip chain underneath the body while jumping up and down off the butt. Finishes the form with the kip up. And And a great performance there from Donovan Gale. Now to the stage, Jake Presley, the defending Diamond Ring champion in the men's traditional weapons category. Jake Presley is undefeated in this division on the season. Most of the time winning in dominant fashion, often unanimous decision from the judges. Can he deliver once again here tonight? The combination of intensity, power, and speed that Presley has is nearly unmatched in the sport. The pop of the bow against the body. Huge hang time for Jake Presley. There's the trademark intensity. Puts on such a show with these bow forms. Makes it look like he's actually fighting people. Superb performance from Presley so far. Beautiful balance on the turn. And leaping to the front of the stage to finish the form, Jake Presley wants to defend his title. And ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to the voice of John Worley and your screen for these scores. I've got to come around the stage to present this award. I'll be right back. And we're back. Congratulations to our winner, Jake Presley, defending his title. That makes 2 consecutive Team Paul Mitchell members defending their weapons titles at the Diamond Nationals here tonight. Haley Glass and Jake Presley. Now, before we get to the next men's weapons final for the Creative Musical and Extreme, we will have the 13 and under girls' weapons, a showdown between the traditional bow of Cody Molina and the extreme nunchucks of Isabella Nicoli. Cody Molina, a fantastic performer of traditional weapons. Choreography to the music, the intensity. Her forms are choreographed to tell a story. Representing Team Competitive Edge. A world champion in multiple leagues, the ATA, WKC, and of course, the North American Sport Karate Association. Very strong start from Molina, using a white painted bow tonight to pop against the dark background on the night show stage. Gotta love that intensity from Molina. What a great display of intensity in traditional weapons tonight. Haley Glass, Jake Presley, Dawson Holt, Cody Molina. So many great performances. And the music accidentally cuts out. Molina getting some extra motivation from the crowd after the music shuts off. That's a technical malfunction. But Molina continues to kill it anyway. And a powerful performance from Cody Molina. Whether her music's playing or not, she's going to bring the house down. And you hear the cheer from Michael Molina stage side. That's my sister. Adorable. And now on stage, representing Team Paul Mitchell, Isabella Nicoli. Hails from Massachusetts. Nicoli has been dominant in the weapons division thus far this year. Nicoli gets things started with a nice full to the knee. It's a backflip with a full twist, as opposed to a corkscrew that you might have heard me mention in other performances, a backflip with a full twist off of one foot. And here goes Nicoli with a smile. Nice horizontal release, mixing it up with the behind the head catch. Now into the tricking. Touchdown raise. Little Valdez into the flash kick, a one-handed back handspring. Hyper full to the other side. Mixing in the nunchuck strikes and the nunchuck manipulations as she rolls the chuck around the hand. And now a release combination. And doing that release combination at a difficult part of the stage where the lighting changes, that was nicely done. Flash kick to the corner. Means that she's about to bring this form to a close. One more big release should do it. Under the leg, behind the head. She's got it. And Isabella Nicole lands her nunchuck form cleanly. This one's going to be good. Two spectacular weapons performances in this 13 and under girls weapons division. These are some young champions. We're going to see them on the circuit for years to come. And let's see what the judges have to say.
998, 9.98, 9.98, 9.98, 9.98, 9.98 for Cody Molina.
And Cody Molina with 9.98 across the board. It is going to be a unanimous decision victory for Isabella Nicole of Team Paul Mitchell. A great showdown between these two lady warriors. Very bright futures ahead for both of them. And a quick photo op with promoter of the Battle of Atlanta, Greg Ruth. And that sets the stage for one of the great events in all of sport karate. My personal favorite, the men's CMX, Creative Musical Extreme Weapons Diamond Ring Final. First to the stage, your defending champion, Alex Mancias of Team Paul Mitchell. If he pulls off a win here, he would be the third consecutive Team Paul Mitchell member to pull off back-to-back wins. Haley Glass did it earlier. We watched Jake Presley do it in the traditional division. Now Alex Mancias will attempt to do the same in the Creative Musical Extreme. See Alex calling for some extra volume on the music. One of the most intense competitors on the circuit. He keeps motioning for some more volume on the music, and there it finally comes. Up, up, and away. Massive Jesus flip from Mancias. He has no intentions of giving up this title tonight.
Now, I kneel before no one.
Oh, massive multi-combo release combo. 360, catches it. Mancias means business. Into the tricking. Touchdown raise. Cork. Another release combo. Double release to the trap. Over the shoulder. Behind the head. Mancias is on fire after the Webster. Another release combo. This man just can't miss. One more release. He catches it blind behind the head. And Alex Mancias electrifies the crowd, saying, "Give me that ring. I want another one." And ladies and gentlemen, that was only the first performer. Jake Presley, who we just saw win the traditional title, now back on stage for Creative Musical Extreme. Interesting storyline here. Jake Presley broke his original bow in the elimination rounds. He's now using a backup bow that he did not train with for this event. The weight is different. The length is probably a bit different. Every single bow that a competitor uses is unique. And so being able to adjust in less than 24 hours is going to be quite a feat if he's able to pull off a high-level bow form with a backup bow. Presley bringing the same intensity to this final that he did in the traditional. Let's see what he's got. Clean striking combo into the cork. 540. 720 box cutter, nailed it. Great striking in this form from Presley so far. Over the back, that's a signature move of his. Into the 720, catches it right in flow, into the full, and he stuck it. Fist pumps from the Paul Mitchell sidelines. He wraps it around the back. 540 to the knee, one more pose. And Jake Presley, an excellent bow form, gives him a chance to pull off a rare perfect season in Sport Karate's major events. Warrior Cup champion, ISKA US Open champion, traditional weapons champion at the Diamond Nationals, and with that performance, a chance to claim the CMX title as well. Now taking the stage, an absolute fan favorite, the Black Mamba, Rashad Eugene. He gets the Black Mamba nickname from his signature hook kick that he uses in the point fighting division. But many of his fans love him for this double bow form here. Double bow, a weapon originally made popular by Jake Presley's older brother Reed. Rashad Eugene trying to bring his own style to the weapon this evening. One of the most creative competitors in the sport today. If Rashad Eugene pulls off a third consecutive form in this final, I really hope that this building's got some structural integrity, because this crowd's going to be raucous. Crowd getting into it with the hand claps to the beats of the music already. A big smile from Rashad Eugene. Here he goes. Huge behind the back catch there after the manipulation of the bow behind the head. Magneto, X release, big intensity from Eugene. Putting the bows together for a little bit of single bow striking. Right back into the double as he swings them back and forth. Under the leg pass while the bow's in the air. Double release. Oh, he just misses it. That was a signature move of his. Comes up short. The DJ cuts off the music. And the Black Mamba right back into it. Always putting on a show for the crowd. That's why he's a fan favorite. Oh, that would have been crazy if he could have pulled it off. But instead, he's going to give us some push-ups after the drop. And even with a drop, the crowd's still going crazy for the one and only the truly incomparable Black Mamba.
I think they should all
But wait, there's more. Mr. Clean is back. Dawson Holt donning all black this time. Creative sword performance incoming. Holt had a great performance at the U.S. Open this year, was the runner-up to Jake Presley in that ISKA final. And although their teammates who train at the same school, Premier Martial Arts of Lebanon, Tennessee, under the tutelage of Jason Warren, one of the great coaches in this sport, Dawson still wants revenge. And the lift of the arms in that introduction, a little reminiscent of Kalman Choka, one of the great champions in the history of the Diamonds, famous for his double sword routines, a big inspiration and coach for Dawson Holt. Really nice manipulation of the sword while still in the sheath there. Hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. And even with the faster pace of the creative performance, look at the cleanliness of the cuts. Nails the sword tricks beautifully. Behind the head, left-handed box cutter. Into the illusion. Textbook. Inverted catch. This time throws it right-handed on the 360. Now another left-handed throw. Another left-handed 360. The ambidextrous skills of Dawson Holt. Using the spine of the sword, whips it behind his head. Couple more big releases. This is where it can get interesting. Over the shoulder, he grabbed it. And Mr. Clean does it. The third excellent performance from a Team Paul Mitchell member in this division. Dawson Holt. And because of the drop from Rashad Eugene, we know that Team Paul Mitchell's going to win it. We just don't know who. Defending champion Alex Mancias. The number one ranked competitor in the division, Jake Presley. Dawson Holt trying to exact revenge. Who will it be?
998, 999, 998, 998, 999, 999, and 9.99.
And that is 4 9.99s for Alex Mancias, who is already getting a little emotional. This is going to be close, though. Any 10s could make this really interesting.
9.98, 9.98.
Jake Presley takes another 3 9s. As it stands right now, it's a 4-3 split in favor of Mancias.
9.95 across the board.
The Black Mamba gets the 9.95s across the board for the drop of the weapon.
Now for Dawson Holt. Ready? Score. 9.97, 9.97, 9.97, 9.97, 9.97.
And Holt finishes with 9.97 across the board, which means the first two sets of scores will stand by 1/100th of a point. A 4-3 split amongst the 7 judges. Alex Mancias defends his title. Back-to-back Diamond Ring winner.
Champion award from the U.S. Open in Orlando, Mike Sawyer.
And Alex Mancias becomes the first athlete to win back-to-back men's weapons diamond rings in the CMX discipline since Kalman Choka back in 2010 and 2011. A feat that has been accomplished for the first time in a decade. So Team Paul Mitchell now has 3 champions on the evening who have gone back-to-back. Jake Presley in traditional weapons, Haley Glass in women's weapons, and now Alex Mancias in CMX weapons as he gets some high fives from the Team Paul Mitchell sidelines. And as Team Paul Mitchell likes to say, this is officially a JPM takeover. Paul Mitchell winning all over the stage here in the Diamond Nationals finals. And as opposed to from boys to men, we move from the men to the boys. The first competitor up in the 1300 boys weapons final, Judah Sagawa. This matchup between Sagawa and Wasim Driddy will be a rematch of the forms final, where the extreme form of Sagawa beat out the traditional kata of Wasim Driddy. Sagawa again out here for the extreme. Driddy will represent traditional. Sagawa trying to go 2 for 2. And the kind of tricks that this kid has in his bag are ridiculous. We'll see what he brings out tonight against a traditionalist. Cartwheel full twist off of the sword. Gets things going with a big release right into the cut. You'd love to see that. A competitor going from the extreme directly into the traditional with the cuts, and then a huge 360 blind catch behind the head. Touchdown raise, cork, and another one. Cork swing, cork for Sagawa. Rolls the sword over the back of the wrist. Beautiful 720, perfectly executed double spin. More releases directly into the Webster. Basically a front flip off of one leg. And now he'll approach the front one more time to bring us to a close. Another 720. He lands it, and Judah Sagawa puts himself in position to maybe take home a second overall grand championship tonight. And now the familiar opponent, representing Team Competitive Edge, Wasim Driddy of Canada. Driddy had his breakout win at the beginning of this NASKA season, making stage and winning the overall grand championship with traditional weapons. A student of Esteban Tremblay. And as a student of Tremblay, we see similar choreography with that same power and intensity that Esteban brings to his forms. And a powerful bow form from Wasim Dridi. And once again, as with any forms and weapons division, it'll all come down to the judges.
Ready? Score. 9.99, 9.98, 9.98, 9.98, 9.99, 9.98, 9.99.
Judah Sagawa with a mix of 9.98s and 9.99s.
9.99.
This is a close one.
9.98, 9.99, 9.98.
And with 4 9.99s, Wasim Dridi is going to take the title on a 4-3 split, bringing the overall grand championship back to Canada.
Wasim Dridi.
Presenting the award, head coach of Team Revolution, Cannell Lovelace.
Now Lovelace, promoter of the North American International Karate Championship and coach of Team Revolution.
And in the showdown between forms and weapons of Sagawa and Dridi, Sagawa takes forms, Dridi takes weapons. Both going 1-1 on the evening. Now on stage we have Avery Presley, the younger sister of Jake. This is for the 14-17 girls overall weapons grand championship. Presley has been nearly unstoppable in this division all year. She has a signature blind release at the end of her form that has sealed the deal countless times this season.
But it's all for the honor. A is for my attitude, working through the patience. Money comes and goes, the M is for motivation.
She's grown up on this circuit, watching her brothers take this stage numerous times. She's no stranger to the stage herself, and here she comes. Vertical zero gravity, throwing the bow from behind the back. 540 spin catch behind the back. Mixing in the striking, now the 540, transition to the knee, right back into the striking. Box cutter, 360, flicks it behind the back. Flash kick to the back, sticks it, turn right into the strike. Now with a little more manipulation, she's gonna set up the signature blind release. No look, she's got it. And that will do it. Avery Presley in the leadoff spot for this division. Nailing her form and hoping it is enough to lead her to the promised land.
And from Belize, New Jersey, Alessandra Alenea.
Her opponent now taking the stage, representing the Amerikick National Karate Team, Alessandra Alenea. Multiple stage appearances this season in this division. A student of the Amerikick system. Coaches Derek Megan and Vince Little watching from the sidelines. A little mishandling of the bow there from Alenea. That will likely be costly unless she gets lucky and some judges didn't see it. But typically a mishandle like that against a clean form, it's about all the judges need to see to make their decision. However, Alanea is still going to put on a show. She's looking strong so far. Notable improvement over the course of the season. She's gotten stronger. Her hand positioning on her striking is better. Overall, quite well done. And once again, we lose the music here. And Alanea is going to keep going regardless. Nice little bit of performance there, knocking her target into the air and then securing it back down with the thrust. And the music continues to cut in and out. Something that I've never seen in my years here competing at the Diamond Nationals. And Alanea puts on a show nonetheless. Had an unfortunate bobble at the beginning of the form. But we will see what the judges choose to do.
Score. 9.99, 9.99, 9.99, 9.99, 9.99, 9.99, 9.99.
And Presley with the anticipated 9.99s across the board. And the 9.98s across the board from Alanea make it official. Avery Presley is the overall grand champion. That's now 2 titles for the Presley family tonight. Jake winning the men's traditional, now Avery here in the 14 to 17 girls weapons. Presenting the award, ProMac President and Vice President Holly Ham and Joey Perry. And big smiles all around as Avery Presley is your champion. Coming to the stage next is the overall grand champion for the 14 to 17 boys weapons category. Esteban Tremblay won both the CMX and traditional grand championships, and he's going to put on a show for us. Esteban Tremblay from Quebec, Canada. Team Paul Mitchell based out of Warwick, Rhode Island. Fitting for the Diamond Nationals, he has this demonstration choreographed to Diamond by Rihanna. Tremblay, one of the most confident competitors in the world. He truly believes that he can beat anybody, and this season he's proven it. The man has been nearly unstoppable since being added to Team Paul Mitchell in April. Great speed on the striking. He's just out there having fun. Huge D-leg full. Double spin with the hands on the hips for some extra flair. And then in true Paul Mitchell fashion, adjusting the hair in the middle of the trick. Closes it out with one more release to the Webster, and Esteban Tremblay showing this crowd why he's the champion. Excellent demonstration.
14
And coming out of a division that is so insanely deep, Esteban Tremblay, Ben Jones, Mason Bumba, Philip Brumet, Shane Billow, the list goes on and on. There are so many great competitors in that 16-17 division right now, and things will only get more interesting as a few of them move up into the adult division next year. Imagine that men's weapons final that we saw earlier tonight with a guy like Esteban Tremblay in the mix. Pandemonium is what is coming in the year 2023. Returning to the stage now is Lynn McGann Barclay of Canada, representing Team Revolution. You saw her with the fan in the weapons division earlier. Now coming back representing the Chinese division for Forms. This is the Women's Forms Diamond Ring Championship Final. Wide variety of styles represented in this division. She's been very consistent all season, winning the Chinese divisions. A little bit of a misstep there on the balance move. Still not quite able to get her balance. A couple of shaky landings on the last few stances. And she gets it back there with a nice step out into the front stance. And that is Lynn McGann Barclay with a wushu form. And McGann Barclay with a little bit of a limp off the stage. She might have sustained an injury, which would explain some of those little missteps. We'll let you know if we have any updates on that. Of course, hope she's all right. Now on stage, Gabrielle Rudolph. And yes, I am your commentator, Jackson Rudolph. And yes, this is my wife. But I will do my best to bring you unbiased commentary, as always. Representing Team AKA. Training under Robert Young of the Kinsekan Dojo in Miami. This is her ace kata, Paparin. For the most part, silence in the room as Rudolph captivates the audience. She's been a powerhouse in the women's traditional divisions all year. Very strong so far as she reaches about the halfway point of the kata. Really the most important part of the kata coming up. A few key balance techniques in the late going of this kata. cleanliness of these difficult techniques here will have a lot to do with her ability to place well in this division. Lands the front kick. Small pistol squat afterwards, then back to the cat stance. Setting up another balance move. Steady on the left leg. Steps back with power into the knife hands. One more beautiful cat stance. And she is one more elevation change away from closing out a solid kata. She's up clean. Few finishing touches will do it. And a beautiful job, in more ways than one, by my wife, Gabrielle Rudolph. And now we move from a husband bragging about his wife to our regularly scheduled programming. Haley Glass taking the stage, member of Team Paul Mitchell. And Glass looks to go back-to-back in this division as well. Defending champion, the women's forms category. She already defended her weapons title. She'd like to defend her forms title as well. This is Bulletproof. Here comes Haley Glass. Big X out to start the form. Haley, a college student at the University of Florida. Powerful hand combination to get things going. Right into the tricking. Card D-leg full, strong. Nice full to the back. And that will do it for Haley Glass. One of the strongest competitors that we've seen in this division in a long time. Well done. Following in the footsteps of other great Paul Mitchell competitors in the women's division, Sammy Smith, Mackenzie Emery, Caitlin Deschelle, all in recent memory, Lauren Carney, Casey Marks, the list goes on and on. Of course, Christine Bannon Rodriguez on that list as well, the Ken Eubanks Award recipient tonight. Earlier we saw the Japanese traditional kata of Gabrielle Rudolph. This is now a Korean traditional pumse, the Korean equivalent of kata, by Caitlin Vong. Training out of Victory Martial Arts in Maryland, home of the Con Boys. Representing Team CBR. She's a recent pickup by Christine Bannon Rodriguez, following her solid performances on home turf for her at the U.S. Capitol Classics in National Harbor, Maryland.
A side kick. 10 points.
Beautiful high side kick. And Caitlin Vong with a strong Korean performance. The plot thickens here in the women's forms division. Next on stage, representing Team Revolution, Lainey Barrett Murray. She won the traditional challenge division. If I heard that correctly, it was Ohandai is the kata she'll be performing. And it is Ohandai. Popular kata on the circuit today. Lainey's one of those competitors that is always in the gym, very physically strong. And she shows it in her kata. Really putting her power on display here. And that's one of the beautiful things about traditional kata is strategically competitors can select their kata as well as the way they perform that kata to show various strengths. Gabrielle Rudolph, who we saw earlier, goes for the more graceful look of her kata. Lainey Barrett Murray here showing off the power. Nicely done for Lainey Barrett Murray. And now we move to our final competitor in this women's forms final. Pauline Ceremonies, representing Team NMAC. Bringing some intensity to her intro.
It's tradition. Someone has to do it. And that'll be the right time.
Ceremonies, the winner of the Kenpo Forms division. Very unique style of martial arts, where the forms are really not edited for performance at all. It's pretty much directly a sequence of self-defense movements. That's why it looks so vastly different from some of the other forms that you've seen in this division. And that's what I love about the women's forms final, is that you've got Japanese kata. We got two of those in this division. You've got Korean pumse. You've got the extreme of Haley Glass. You've got this Kenpo form here from Ceremonies. Truly a display of so many different martial art forms. And that's one of the best things about sport karate, is that no matter what style you come from, you can come compete and have success and find yourself on the Diamond Nationals stage, just like Pauline Ceremonies right here. And in a relatively large division of 6 competitors for the finals, these competitors will return to the stage.
Then began Barkley to score first. She will not be on stage. She is injured her knee and will not get back on stage. Unfortunately.
And the update we just received is that Lynn McGann Barclay did suffer a knee injury during her performance. She will not be able to return to the stage. We send thoughts and prayers for her.
Ladies, this is what's going Lynn McGann Barkley.
So although she is not on stage, the judges do still need to score McGann Barclay.
9.96, 9.96, 9.96, 9.96, 9.96, 9.96, 9.96. for Lynn McGann Barkley.
And she received scores of 9.96 across the board. Now the scores for Gabrielle Rudolph.
Ready? Score. 9.97, 9.98, 9.98, 9.97, 998, 998, 9.98 for Gabrielle Rudolph.
And a mixture of 9.97s and 9.98s for Gabrielle.
Scoring Haley Glass. Ready?
Haley Glass looking to defend her title.
9.99, 9.99.
A 7 to begin the scoring from the Russian judge.
9.99, 9.99.
And Haley Glass gets plenty of 9.99s. In all likelihood, she will be your champion.
Score 9.98, 997, 9.97, 997, 9.97, 997, 9.97. Lady Mary Murray, ready? Score 9.99, 9.97, 9.97, 9.99. 9.97, 9.97, 9.97 for Lady Barrett Murray.
And Laney Barrett Murray able to steal a couple of 9.99s, but it won't be enough to touch Haley Glass.
Ready? Score 9.96, 9.96, 9.96, 9.96.
And the Kempo form of Pauline Ceremonies, 9.96 across the board.
Women's overall form, 2022 grand champion and diamond ring winner, Haley Glass.
And Haley Glass, the double champ in back-to-back years. 2021, 2022, diamond ring winner in women's forms and weapons. An absolutely remarkable feat by Haley Glass.
Classics in China and National Harbor, Maryland, making the presentation.
An excellent division featuring so many talented ladies. Haley Glass comes out on top.
And we need to have our sparring judges back on stage, please.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get back to some fights. Point sparring, next up on stage. We will have the women's sparring diamond ring challenge up first. Jimena Hanielo against Drew Beatty. Both going for their first diamond ring. Recent history of the women's sparring diamond ring. Your defending champion who was not in attendance this weekend. 2021 was Morgan Plowden. The 2019 champion, Kitana Everett. 2018 was Morgan Plowden. 2017, Kitana Everett. 2016, guess who? Morgan Plowden. So for the first time in 5 years, the women's diamond ring winner will not be Morgan Plowden or Kitana Everett. One of these women will etch their name in history as a diamond ring winner. The all-time wins leader in women's diamond rings for sparring, the great Nikki Carlson-Lee. She has 8 diamond rings. Runner-up, Chelsea Nash with 5 diamond rings.
Christine Rodriguez in the center.
And we're off. Jimena Janeiro for Revolution in the white helmet. Drew Beatty for Team Diamond G3 in the black helmet. Christine Bannon Rodriguez, the center referee, was looking for an exit there, but the side judges didn't call it. Would have been 1 point for Beatty. Beatty, the longer fighter, known for her kicking abilities. She's going to be trying to get that leg going. Janeiro's going to be working the outside, trying to find opportunities to attack. Janeiro, defensive side kick, didn't get there in time. Beatty scores first with the hands. Beatty, the hook kick lands on the chin of Janeiro. A quick 3-0 lead. And Janeiro with the stiff defensive side kick, but Beatty blocked it. She got the elbow in. Beatty trying to get that leg going still. She landed one hook kick. Janeiro takes off and scores. She's on the board, 3-1 Beatty. Now Janeiro starting to work the fakes, throws the D side kick, doesn't land. Good defense from Beatty. No calls. Beatty with a 2-point lead. She wants to keep her distance, use her reach to her advantage. Janeiro on the attack. She scores again. Janeiro now only trails by 1. Another blitz would tie the match. Huge axe kick attempt from Beatty. That's her signature move. Janeiro switches stance on the attack and scores. Tie game. Janeiro scores again at the buzzer. And this is a 2-round match. Janeiro leads 4-3 after a quick comeback effort. And that's going to be the story of this fight. Is Beatty able to land the kicks, or is Janeiro going to be able to mix up the timing, use her fakes, and set up those opportunities to score with the blitz, to score with the reverse punch? These ladies get a 1-minute break in between rounds. Beatty receiving coaching from Damian Rodriguez, coach of Team Diamond G3. Janeiro receiving coaching from Edgar Cordova. Second round is underway. Again, Beatty wants those kicks going. She's got Janeiro backpedaling. Now Janeiro fires back with a kick. Beatty fishing for either a hook or an axe kick. Looks like that may have been an exit for Janeiro. Corner judge Richard Osborne Jr. confirms that is an exit. 1 point for Beatty. We've got a tie game. Janeiro takes off, scores. Janeiro tries to slip the defensive side kick in. Charles Garrett saw it on the corner, but no call from the other referees. Defensive side kick blocked. Beatty tries to slip a side kick in, and then she scores on the back fist. Tied once again, we're knotted at 5. Beatty being very patient. Then when she tries to kick, Janeiro defends beautifully and scores with her hands. 37 seconds remaining. Janeiro up 6-5. Janeiro on the attack. She scores again, 7-5. Can Janeiro pull away, or will Beatty stop the bleeding? Beatty, defensive side kick. Didn't get there in time. Haniero scores. Haniero takes off again. It's a snowball effect. 10 seconds left. Haniero's got a 4-point lead. Haniero's 5 seconds for history. She goes for the highlight, spinning back, and then takes a hard shot. Beatty takes a hard shot from Haniero, and that will do it. Hemina Haniero is your 2022 Diamond Ring champion. History is made here at the Diamond Nationals.
Busy communicating, communicating on time. It wasn't against it. Woo! Good job, Sue! Hey, they still got the logo up there.
Congratulations to Hemina Haniero, her first career diamond ring. And that's good for me because Hemina Haniero is on my sport karate fantasy team in the league that I have with the Martial Arts Inter Network. And now taking the stage for the lightweight diamond ring final. They are friends off the mat, but will be enemies on the mat here tonight. In the white with the red helmet, Tyreek Saint of Top 10 Team USA. In the black with Team Straight Up, Bailey Murphy. Saint takes off on the blitz. Scores. 1-1. These opponents know each other very well. Saint scores again. Earlier this evening, Saint was red hot in the team fights where he and Bailey Murphy were teammates. Saint on the move. Saint trying to evade Murphy, but you can't do that forever. Murphy scores. We're knotted at 2. A chess match here between two of the top lightweights of the sport. Murphy on the attack. Not enough confirmation. Saint attacks again. Takes the lead again. 3-2 Saint.
Good work, Bailey.
Bailey was on the attack there but didn't score. Bailey Murphy gets the point there. Tied at 3. Quick fadeaway back fist from Murphy, but it doesn't land. Nope. Saint, huge reverse punch, but Murphy got there first. 4-3 in favor of Murphy, the defending champion. Murphy attacks again. Saint yells in frustration. He knew he gave that one up. Murphy on the attack again. Bailey Murphy starting to percolate. Quick stop for Tyreek Saint's belt to get fixed. Fadeaway back fist, Murphy. That'll score. No, excuse me, that will not score. Only 2 judges saw it. That technique scores from Bailey Murphy. 5 seconds left in the round. Murphy up 4. Saint on the attack. 1 more point for Tyreek Saint at the end of the round. Murphy leads 7-4. We've seen several back-to-back Diamond Ring winners tonight. If Bailey Murphy can hold this lead for one more round, he will do the same. Murphy getting some words of wisdom from teammate Brandon Ballou on the sidelines. Tyreek Saint being coached up right now by Aljab Abdul Qadir. And both of these fighters are ready for the second round. More than 20 seconds before we're ready for it. Yeah. 2 minutes to history. Murphy up 7-4.
Keep working. Let's go, Superman. Let's go, B.
Both fighters staying patient, looking for good opportunities. Murphy attacks, and Murphy scores again. Saint slips a little bit, but is still able to get out of the way. Back fist over the top, Bailey Murphy. Up 5, 9-4. Little hand fakes from Murphy. Full body fakes from Saint. Saint evades, tries to throw the reverse punch. Looks like only the center referee saw it, no other calls. Saint gets a point back there. Saint taking off. Stays with it. Gets rewarded for it. Another point, Saint. Could this be a comeback? 1 minute remaining. Saint down 3.
Bailey, you gotta keep working. Let's go.
Bailey makes it look easy with the back fist over the top. Murphy takes off again. But Saint slips in the defensive side kick. That could be a big momentum swing. Saint has come all the way back. He's only down 1. Murphy on the attack. He adds a point. He's up 2. Murphy attacks again, scores again, up 3. Saint was within one clash for a moment. Now he's within a kick, 10-12. Murphy advantage. Saint, good defense, blocks the side kick. No exit because it was coming off the kick. Murphy, over the top, scores, 7 seconds remaining, up 3, that might do it. 5 seconds. Saint looks for the head kick but doesn't get it. And this fight will come to a close. A valiant comeback effort by Tyreek Saint. But Bailey Murphy, the defending champion, reigns supreme. The friends embrace. And once again, Bailey Murphy is your Diamond Ring winner. Another back-to-back champion. Kalina Nordgarden, another longtime member of the Team Paul Mitchell family, presenting the award to Bailey Murphy. One of the best in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, you just watched a master at work. Athletically gifted, an insane work ethic, high fight IQ. Bailey Murphy's got it all. He is a bona fide superstar. Taking the stage now, we have the heavyweights for another men's point fighting diamond ring. To the left of your screen, wearing gray, black, and red, Christian Rivas of Team Legend. To the right of your screen, Brian Rodriguez, Team Diamond G3. Wearing all black with green accents. Rodriguez trying to get the leg going early. Rivas is going to be looking to blitz the whole match. That's his best weapon. Rivas being put on the defensive by the kicks of Rodriguez. Rivas tries to throw a kick. Rodriguez answers with some pumps. Both fighters trying to get down the other's timing, feeling each other out, working some fakes, seeing what the reaction is. Really trying to game plan for later in the match. Spinning back kick from Brian Rodriguez comes in low and does not score. Rivas was lucky that one wasn't a little bit more midline. Rivas takes off on the blitz. Rodriguez scores on defense. Rivas is going to be looking for another opportunity to blitz. Rodriguez shows the reverse punch. Rivas reveals that he'd sit back on that defensive side kick if he sees it again. Rivas takes off from way too far away, but scores the length of Rivas, able to slide it in. Rivas takes off again. Scores again. Rodriguez and company thought that he should have scored on defense. That reach of Rivas is incredible. That time Rodriguez does score on defense, slides in the defensive side kick. He's up 3-2. Rivas takes off and apparently scores. However, he fell to his knee after making contact, but the score stands 3-3. And a close call there at the end of the first round with Rivas blitzing and then apparently going to the ground. Normally if you score and then go to the ground, you're not allowed to score because you didn't maintain control of the technique. Would have to talk to the center referee to see exactly what the ruling was there, but either way, we end the first round, score knotted at 3 apiece. It'll all come down to the second. We will bring you the second round in just over 20 seconds. And it seems that the story of this fight will be told by offense versus defense. Rodriguez is content to settle back, use some kicking to keep Rivas at bay, keep the blitz hesitant, and try to score with defensive techniques. Rivas needs to score on the blitz. Back fist, Rodriguez scores. Rivas working the leg now. Rodriguez answers with his leg, then takes off. 4 judges call in favor of Rodriguez. He's up 2. Rivas, good defense, then counters. He scores. Rivas on the blitz, scores again. 5-all. Rivas takes off. Rodriguez, defense, nothing. Rivas, defensive side kick did not extend. Rodriguez scored with the hands over the top. Rodriguez has a 1-point advantage. Looked like a clash to me, but 3 judges call in favor of Rivas. Just a little bit faster than Rodriguez. Scores knotted at 6. 50 seconds remaining. Things are getting intense as Rivas takes a 1-point lead on the blitz. Rodriguez blitzing. Rodriguez scoring. 7-all. Rivas sets up the blitz, takes off, hits the back fist to the head. 22 seconds remaining. Rivas leads by 1. Rivas takes off again. Rivas scores again. He's up 2 with 10 seconds remaining. Rivas 5 seconds from the diamond ring. Rodriguez takes off. He gets 1. That is time. It is win by 1 and by a score of 9-8. Christian Rivas of Team Legend becomes a legend by winning the diamond ring. An excellent heavyweight matchup between 2 very skilled opponents. Rivas gets the win. And you can hear the Team Legend faithful cheering in the background. Rivas, a guy who's widely respected throughout the sport. And he'll pose with his new hardware. Now we shift back to the forms competition. We have a 5-man division here. The first of which, a Korean forms legend, Jeff Sushi Doss, a NASKA world champion, many-time NBL Super Grands champion.
Let's go, Jeff!
Historically, one of the most entertaining athletes in this sport. Always very intense, looking to bring respect to the Korean martial arts and take a win here tonight. And Jeff Doss announces he is performing one of my personal favorite Korean forms, Moon Moo, extremely high level of difficulty. The balance and leg strength required to pull off this form is out of this world. The balance on display from the very first move. The slow extension of the sidekick into the hard pop. Fully extended leg on the balance turn, then the hook kick. That is just so difficult, it's not even funny. Beautiful extension. Remarkable control. I mean, if you break this form down, he's spending 70% of the time on one foot. Beautiful sidekick turn hook round combination. Just beautiful kicking. An absolute kicking clinic. Twist kick. Oh, that was gorgeous. Another twist kick. Not many athletes can twist kick with both legs like that. Jeff Doss, also the host of a successful podcast on Martial Arts Internet Network, The Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff, co-hosted by Alex Dingman. Nice jumping side kick, then the double knife hand. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a form that you will only see on stage maybe once every 5 years or so. That is a rare form with an extremely high level of difficulty, and no one better to do it than Jeff Doss. Now Cameron Close, representing Team Revolution, takes the stage. Sounds like we will be seeing yet another Ohan Dai. Not many things in traditional karate more satisfying than the stomp of the first move of Ohan Dai on a nighttime show stage. And Close choosing to run this rendition of Ohan Dai with a relatively fast pace. Stylistic preference, showing lots of power. Beautiful job of hitting those cat stances before throwing the front kicks. And Cameron Close of the Viola Karate Dojo in Pennsylvania. A beautiful form representing Team Revolution. So we've seen a remarkably difficult Korean form. We've seen a strong Japanese kata. And next to the stage, if there were betting odds on sport karate, if you look at the field here this weekend, Joey Castro would have been the odds-on favorite in traditional kata. He takes the stage now. And Joey Castro has won the Men's Traditional Forms Grand Championship at every NASKA tournament on the tour except the Diamond Nationals. If he wins the 18-29 title right now, he will have won every Traditional Forms overall Grand Championship available in the North American Sport Karate Association.
Get after it, Joe. Let's go.
This man is a veteran of the sport. He's dedicated his life to the game. competing in the 18 to 29 division at 37 years of age. A true athlete. He announces Super Enpei. This is the Shotokan version of Super Enpei, known as Yakuhachiho. The power, the explosiveness is what makes Joey Castro so hard to beat. In my conversations with Joey Castro, this guy is all about mindset. Every time he steps in the ring, he's got that champion's mindset. He believes there's no limit to what he can achieve. And that inspires a lot of what we see him do on the mat. Good explosive speed through that combination. I'm talking to Joey Castro before this nighttime finals. He told me that Yakuhachi-Ho is the longest traditional kata among the Japanese karate arts. It's the most number of moves in any kata. Nice contact on the crescent kick. Beautiful horse stance to close this form out. And Joey Castro wants that diamond ring to complete his overall Grand Championship collection. And after a little confusion there in the order of competitors, we'll move on to a Kenpo stylist. We see his smiling face on stage often. Very skilled Kenpo karate expert. Larry Gonzalez of Team Revolution. He's got a grin in part due to the comments from the sidelines by his Team Revolution teammates.
Let's go, Larry!
You hear Coach Cannell Loveless yelling from the side, "He's dead, Larry." That's a reference to Kenpo and the purpose of the style. Again, it's all very practical, very based on doing self-defense movements. None of these movements are made for show. They're made to simulate actual movements that he would use to defend himself against an attacker. And I know that when you just watch it in the air like this, it can be hard to see what the connection is. But trust me, if you've ever seen a Kenpo demonstration of somebody performing this on a partner, you can see how it does some damage. Another thing that's really impressive about Kempo forms is there are so many movements in these forms. We talked about how Yaku Hachiho and Joey Castro is the most number of moves of any Japanese karate form, but when it comes to Kempo, a lot of those forms have well over 100 movements. Four different stylists on stage. The Korean martial arts, Taekwondo, Goju-Ryu, Shotokan, Kenpo. And despite the difficulty of his form, Jeff Doss, 9.97s across the board. Judges are very strict about some of the shakiness on the base leg. In a form like Moon Moo, I'd be a little bit more forgiving with that, but
9.98, 9.98, 9.99, 9.99.
And Cameron Close is going to come close to a title with 3 9.99s. Would be a huge upset if he were to beat Joey Castro in this final.
9.99, 9.99, 9.99, 9.98, 9.98.
And Joey Castro gets the extra 9.99 that he needed. And in a nail biter, he is going to come out on top.
9.96, 9.97, 997, 997. For Larry Hernandez. 2022 men's overall traditional form grand champion, ring winner, Joey Castro.
Joey Castro completes his quest to win an overall grand championship at every NASKA World Tour event. He gets presented the diamond ring by none other than Will Cornell. A great champion from the Diamond Nationals. Very entertaining with his traditional kata. Will Cornell was always one of my personal favorites. And tonight belongs to Joey Castro. A strong performance, and he takes home the title. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the final event of the evening. The men's forms final. Will Nevitt, representing Team Infinity, coming to the stage.
Hey, let's go, Will.
He won the diamond ring in this division back in 2019. 2021 belonged to Team Paul Mitchell's Danny Etkin. Will Nevitt wants his title back here. Effectively performing for a home crowd, Nevitt, a Wisconsin native. Excuse me, could be an Illinois native, but obviously Team Infinity based out of Wisconsin. Illusion to the splits to get things started. Suggests that we're likely seeing a creative routine here with limitations on the inversions and the rotations.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Bahamas, I be looking at you for the face down. I'll make a living.
Nice extension on the opening hand combo. Nice pop on that elbow. Nice hook kick, setting up the 540 to split. Hyper B twist landing into the illusion twist. Mixed Mixing in a little bit of traditional karate there with that slide back cat stance. And the split kick going down into the front splits.
Looking at the world like, where do we go? And we hate
And intentionally rolls out of that aerial kick to go into the rolling side kick on the knee. And Will Nether with a strong performance to kick off this division.
Next up, Diego Rodriguez Flores.
Now coming to the stage for a traditional performance, Diego Rodriguez Flores. And some of you may wonder if this is the Creative Musical Extreme Grand Championship. Why are we seeing a traditional performance? We just watched the traditional Grand Championship, right? Well, Diego uses a traditional form, choreographed to music in the musical division, and that's how he qualifies for the CMX Grand Championship. Diego, of course, the older brother of Sofia Rodriguez Flores, who we saw earlier this evening. Diego also goes by DG.
Let's go, DJ.
They have a successful YouTube channel together, the siblings do. DG and Pia, always posting tournament vlogs. And again, the Rodriguez Flores family training out of the Kinsekan Dojo in Miami under Robert Young. Competitively, Diego represents Team Infinity. This is the kata Sansai. Excellent timing and choreography with the music. In my opinion, Sansai, one of Diego's best forms, executes it so well. One of the coolest parts of the kata, that turning side kick as the hands go to the ground, inverting the body, high level of difficulty. Another unique element of this form, clasping the hands together for this combination. Big elbow strike. And job well done for Diego Rodriguez Flores. And now, our final competitor of the evening, Salif Saliz, representing Team AKA, one of their finest. Many consider him to be the most creative competitor in the sport. His hand combination so unique. And you hear the shouts from the Team AKA faithful. The song Salif is using, Lights by Ellie Goulding, famously used by Micah Carnes, a Team AKA legend. Salif trying to bring some nostalgia to this routine. Micah Carnes won this event several times as a junior. Salif trying to do it as an adult. Huge X-out split. This crowd wants to end the night with a bang. Let's see if Salif Salis can deliver. There's that unique hand combination. Hot flash came out of nowhere. Here we go, B-twister out, hook. Nice corkscrew. Again, mixing in so much creativity. Loses the music, which only makes this crowd more rambunctious. Rodeo cork to split. That was a Micah Carnes signature. 540 to knee. Big shuriken, and Salif Salis brings the house down. Will it be the traditional? Will it be the extreme? Will it be the creative? Only the judges can decide. 9.97's coming out for Will Nevitt, which will take him out of the running. It's going to come down to Diego and Salif. Diego scores. And a bunch of 9.98s, which sets up Salif Salis. We've got some members of the crowd asking for a 10. But it's going to be 9.99s. And with a ton of enthusiasm from the crowd, Salif Salis is your 2022 Diamond Nationals Men's Forms Ring winner. He becomes the first member of Team AKA to win the Men's Forms title since Jacob Pinto in 2015. And a bit of a Halloween surprise on stage as an incredibly disturbing pirate presents Salif with his award. I'm speechless, ladies and gentlemen. I have not quite seen that. And if this wasn't already a night that Salif isn't going to forget, he certainly isn't going to forget it now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Diamond Nationals, Uventex, and all of our sponsors here, I'm Jackson Rudolph. We had an amazing night of martial arts competition, world-class forms, weapons, fighting, team demonstration, you name it. The Diamond Nationals, one of the most prestigious events in the world, and it was an incredible ride here at the 44th annual event. We will see you next year. I'm Jackson Rudolph, signing off. Thank you for tuning in.